These are some Dinar Guru updates, starting off with Samson article quote, an economist reveals the size of the currency issued by the Iraqi Central. According to the data of the Central Bank of Iraq, the volume of cash currency issued by the bank is up to 82 trillion Iraqi dinars. He added, on the other hand, the volume of cash in Iraqi banks does not exceed the barrier of 7 trillion Iraqi dinars only, meaning that more than 75 trillion Iraqi dinars are outside the banking system, and it is very difficult to follow them and know their fate. There are four main possibilities for this cash away from the banking system, which are: one, Iraqis hoard money in their homes; number two, funds are internal commercial transactions far from the banking system; number three, foreign institutions hoarding the Iraqi currency for several reasons, including the remote investment in the Iraqi dinar in the hope of a rise in its price in the future; number four, damage to the currency. Walking stick via Frank 26, Iraqi bank gentleman and U.S. banks update. These banks, the CBI satellite banks, are going to make it easy for Iraqi citizens abroad to turn their 3-0 notes because that's the state we're at right now, not the political stage, not the killing in the streets and the arguments and the bickering. No. How do you think everything is functioning in the country if they didn't have a government? The CBI knows a lot of these citizens are hoarding billions and billions of dinars in their mattresses outside of Iraq. Mark Z via PDK. Question: what makes this time than every other time we have been so different than every other time we have been so close to the RV? Mark Z says the CBI has made it very clear they're ready to move forward with the monetary reform. They have filed the paperwork with the UN and the IMF to reinstate their currency. This is something very different now than we have ever seen before. Native from the Mideast, my friend made this GoPro style video. This guy's just got arrested for corruption. This is the head. If you need permit for construction, or you need your passport being done, or you need papers or anything having to do with the government, you go up and he takes money. You have to pay 1 million dinar just to get some stuff done. He's been doing this for many years and he's made a lot of money. This is corruption, so he got arrested. It's a lot of them getting arrested like this. He's big, he steals even from the government. Slowly, it's going to happen. Militiaman, reference to Samson article quote, what I like about this article is the timing of it, and that the bullet point 3 takes us foreign dinar investors into consideration. There's also something the economists left out: the money they have destroyed in the past. We had a video of them destroying perfectly good large notes. Pimpy article quote, the Speaker of the Iraqi Parliament calls for an agreement on setting a date for early elections, unquote. Pimpy says they're already on a verge of civil war. They started to go down that path, and thanks to Sistani, it was stopped. Either way, they agreed to go to early elections, and there's no doubt in my mind there's going to be a civil war. There's no way around it. I don't want that to happen. I think it's the right of the Iraqi people to decide who they want there. Sandy Ingram says most of the Iraqi people do not care about a revalue of their currency to the point of 1 dinar equaling $1. The Iraqi people just want money in their pocket, food, clean water, electricity, shelter, healthcare, and money to pay their cell phone bill. The majority of Iraqi people do not yet understand the benefits of having an international currency with a high exchange value. Frank article quote, the central bank decides to activate the procedures for verifying licenses to import goods and merchandise, unquote. Frank says the CBI is in control of the MR with banks inside of Iraq and outside. Samson has article quote, integrity reveals the details of the arrest of a senior officer in Maizan and calls on citizens to cooperate. Quote, the Federal Integrity Commission revealed on Monday the details of the arrest of a senior officer in one of the security services in Maizan. Government red-handed, noting that he blackmailed citizens and bargained with them, while calling for reporting cases of bargaining, extortion, and bribery. Lastly, militia article quote, The General Secretariat automation of outlets has raised the value of revenue for 3 years. The borders will support the value of the currency aside from oil and other minerals, tourism, etc.